everybody, Rachel Titi here with your update here on this 13 now evening update. As we take a look at Hurricane Helene here, it is now making landfall as a major hurricane, a Category 4. This is a very dangerous situation. And so it's something that we're tracking coming up on News Channel 13 live at 11. But I want to emphasize how important it is for people who got out of Florida or people who have family members that got out of Florida. It was a good move because people down in Florida right now, the emergency managers are saying that it is impossible for people to evacuate now as we speak. So it is a good thing that they did this at the time that they did. So yes, it has been making landfall as we speak. I'm having a technical issue with my weather graphics, so I cannot show you the radar, unfortunately, at this time, but I will show you live at 11 o'clock. But we were hearing that there were some local impacts from that hurricane as we saw throughout the afternoon here. Dan Levy was talking to people at the airport today. Flights were full of people who are trying to get out of Florida and out of other areas that were going to be impacted as well, like Georgia, the Carolinas, Tennessee. Many of the storm evacuees coming to New York have a second home in Florida. Many of them were cutting their vacation short. And so they were glad that they were able to get out. It has made landfall now, to reiterate. And so now the time to evacuate has passed. You are no longer supposed to be doing that because now you're going to be out in the thick of it. So it is a major, major hurricane. And we're going to bring you an update on News Channel 13 Live at 11. But I do want to touch base on another top story that we had tonight. And this was from a man in Warren County. This was the first time that we saw this man in court accused of murdering his family. This was a man who was accused of killing 3 family members, his father, Brian Crossman Sr., his stepmother, Erica Crossman, and 13-year-old stepbrother, Colin Tapp. That was early Sunday morning at their home in Paulette, Vermont. This is Brian Crossman Jr. Crossman Jr.'s mother telling police that he had mental health issues. He was in rehab at times. Police also say Crossman Jr. texted his sister this morning, or the morning of the killings, I should say, to say, quote, "Dad died." That was the morning of the killings. Crossman Jr. telling the judge that he agrees to waive extradition, the hearing on his own consent, which means he will go across state lines to face those 3 counts of murder. Again, this was out of Paulette, Vermont. Brian Crossman Jr. in court for the first time, or the second time. First time we were able to see him in court and get our cameras there. So if you're just joining us, I'm having technical difficulties with my weather graphics, which is the worst possible day to have weather difficulties. But the hurricane has made landfall in Florida right now as a Category 4, a very dangerous situation right now. And we're getting images that come in of flooding, of signs down on cars, of major winds. Coming up at 11, we're going to have live shots from Tampa and various parts of Florida where that storm is making landfall as we speak. So I'm going to sign off so I can look at the latest data, the latest weather models. But come join us, News Channel 13 Live at 11 for the latest updates.